People have a lot of hobbies. They love to ride, they love to do a lot of things. But this is a different story, a different hobby. Let's have a look.
Darshan's train craze started at an early age when there was no internet or computers. Even though many said that his addiction to trains will fade away, it didn't.
So, Mr. Darshan, I believe this is very interesting. So, tell me about this whole thing, the Batticaloa Model Railway.
Okay, Batticaloa Model Railway is my hobby, and I have been doing this in this room for more than around 4 years now. So this room was purposely built for the model railway because I had one at home and then that was taken down, and now I am having it in here. So this is quite a large layout. It has around 200 meters of track in 2 levels. This is one of the largest model railways in Sri Lanka. And so this is actually 1:76 or 1:87 scale, and they both they're called HO or WO scale, and this is actually this layout is fully automated, and it's run by it's called the DCC system, and it's run by the iTrain software. So it's fully automated. It will can run automatically on its own.
So people have dreams. People want to create a lot of new things to this world. So what made you create this Batticaloa Model Railway?
Because it was a childhood hobby, and before I left England, I had a look, and then I was really, interested in doing it because it had the technology, it had the artistic side of it. But I personally didn't actually believe that it will be this big and this, good looking and beautiful as well. So when I started getting involved with the hobby, I actually found a lot of things that I didn't know that I could do. So that is one thing that was surprising for me. But for this, when you put your mind into it, you look at YouTube and all these things, you experiment, and you get so involved, and you want to get everything perfectly done. It's a wonderful hobby, and there are so many elements to it. It's like running a real train railway. You have to keep the tracks clean, and you have to service locomotives. You have to do the painting. Everything is very, very interesting, and you don't get bored because you can do electronics, and if you are bored with it, then you can just stop and do some painting. Because far as the model railway is concerned, it never ends. You keep on adding and adding. So it is known as the world's best hobby.
World's best hobby. Okay.
Yes.
How many trains do we have here?
I have around 20 trains now.
20 trains. So
yeah.
How long did it take to create everything? I mean, it's a pretty big area. It's not just one railway track. So how long did it take?
This layout in here, it took me around 4 years.
So Mr. Darshan, I believe you have created your hobby as one of the best things in this world, right? You have created a model railway. So there will be a lot of people, a lot of young kids who will be watching this, who will be having a lot of dreams, a lot of aspirations. So what is your message to all of them? Because you created your hobby into something very, very big. So what is your message that you can do?
My message is, I think it's, when you are doing a hobby, you put your mind to it, and, your soul into it, and, then you enjoy what you do. So I don't get stressed about this. I don't hurry things. So it's actually, when you have a hobby, it's relaxing. It's time consuming. You have to time it correctly because you don't want to start a hobby when you're studying. When you're doing your A-levels, you don't want to start a hobby. So those things you have to be a bit careful. But when you have the time, then it's always good because there might be some. People might not like it, your home people might not like it, but there is always a good side to it because if you do, your kids will do it, they will ask questions, they will come and help, and so there are a lot of aspects to it. It's not about you only spending time. It's always there is so many elements to it, and there are so many things can actually go right, and people can learn, and others can learn, and and it keeps you occupied.
This country needs people with a vision like Dev Darshan. People who don't give up on their goals easily. People who are not limited to the railway systems built by the British.